Okay, so you want to play knee shield or camel? So you're flat on your back. So two common scenarios that will happen when you're playing that knee shield position. Obviously, you don't want me stuffing this knee down. We talked about last time this hand would be in the collar, and then you'd have your elbow on the inside. Nice, then you'd be stopping that. So see the way if I put pressure on his knee, he can keep that off. But sometimes you're sloppy, and maybe his elbow wasn't there, and then I got my chest over that and I started to smash it down, if that makes sense. Once I get his knees nearly touching each other, I can start to turn his hip, and with my grip on the collar I get past the guard. So that would be one scenario. Another thing that can happen is maybe he has got that elbow on the inside. So say we're here, he's got that elbow on the inside, so I can't use my body to smear it down. So sometimes what will happen is they'll bring their right hand through, okay, and make a grip on the pants. We just turn this way around. So if I can't smear his knee down because he's made that frame, you can bring your hand through and make a grip on the pants here. Or sometimes people put their fist on the mat, it's called a leg weave. And now from there, when I've made that grip, I can grab the collar and then I can start to cut an angle and start smearing that down and passing this way. So let's look at two ways of dealing with that. Say you're in my knee shield, bro. So, say we're here. And I've been sloppy. He puts weight in me, okay, if that makes sense. And he's actually started, I had my elbow in here, so he smeared my knee and his chest is on it. So once I'm there, my hand's still on the shoulder, I just take the knee out, okay, press up to create space, and I'm going to bring it back in again. So maybe I was sloppy and he didn't have that elbow on the inside, and he starts to look, so how close my knees are together. Once I'm there, I can even build the base to my elbow and push up a little bit, and then just basically bring my knee inside. That makes sense. So I can be constantly trying to get my knee back inside. So if I'm here and I have my elbow inside and he smashes down and we end up there, if I take my knee out and he's a ball, right, and I physically can't get my knee inside, notice where his right arm is, okay? It's draped over my hip, so if I can't bring my knee back in again and I take it out, I can start attacking this arm, pushing it in, and start working the floor, and planks and stuff. So if he uses his chest to push down, we want to bring our knee back in by framing with that hand, and if I struggle to bring my knee back in, his right arm will be draped past my hip. I'll just show you that one more time. If you just cut an angle this side. So say I'm here, he's managed to get my knees down. If I can't when I take my knee out, if I can't create space with my frame, and I feel I can't get my knee back in again, I'm going to attack this arm. I just push on his head, and we're into our omoplata setups from there. Let's look at if he attempts the leg weave. So, say I'm here, I'm framing, and his hand comes inside and physically makes a grip on the pants. Okay, so notice the way now, I can't take my knee out, so we can't do the last move. Okay, but there's nothing to stop me physically taking my leg out this way. I'm bringing it around. That makes sense. Now at beginner's level, yes, I could win the underhook, build the base to my knee, lock harness, and take the back, if that makes sense. Let's look at that again, and you'll probably get away with that against other white belts. Higher belts, they'll probably do something different. So say we're in our position, we're here, he starts to work that leg weave past, where you stay there. There's nothing to stop me taking my leg out. And you think about half guard, you're halfway to their back. You think about it, I already have my bottom hook in there. So if he's trying to push my knees down, yes, and he's putting his shoulder into this to bring it down, I can physically bring my leg out, bring it over the top with an underhook, lock harness, and attack the back. The problem with that is good players will turn to face me with an underhook. What I mean by that. So let's just say we're here. He makes the leg weave. Perfect. He starts to smash my knee down. Once I start to bring my leg out this way, the problem is when I come up, there's space between us, and I have to physically turn my body 90 degrees towards Cahill's head. Once I'm here, it's very easy for him to win an underhook on me. And now from here we're into like a scramble. And I'm trying to take him down, he's trying to take me down. So I think against the higher belts, rather than trying to take the back, we want to be attacking his legs. Let's take a look at that. So he comes into the leg weave position. Again, he's starting to smash my knees down. I'm just going to take my leg out. Now from here, when I pendulum it down, I'm not turning to face him. I'm coming up and I'm going to attack his legs. Whether I body lock him here, which is fine. Truck's there, if you're into the truck. I can step back, pull him forward. Again, from this position, we could start attacking calf cranks if we choose to, or I can just leg press and take the back again. Just get another angle on that. So we're in our knee shield, and now Cahill's made his leg weave and he's using his shoulder. Another thing, he'll be trying to grab my collar with that hand. I can't let him. And now I can keep control with my right hand and start to arch my back away and physically take my leg out. We'll look at it in the next move if I can't. Once that leg comes out, rather than me pendulum him up and turning to face him, I'm going to pendulum him up and stay tight. Does that make sense? So he actually can't win the underhook. I don't actually have to turn, because in that turn there's too much space. He can underhook me. So when I pendulum his leg, I'm just finding his far leg, and then I come up, okay, crotch lock and roll, or whatever you want to call it. I can body lock here. I can grab the pants here, step between his feet, and then I just pull him back into the truck if I choose to. So from there, we have a calf crank if I want to play that game. If I want to take us back from here, now that I have connection, now the back would be a safer option. So left foot goes on my right heel. I'm going to leg press. The left hand finds his left hip. Right's already coming under the collar. And then I just need slight alignment. I'm on the back. So that is two methods of dealing when they crush your knees together.